All right, so this is episode 6 of the Brian and Joey Show. This episode is brought to you exclusively by Shorestones Jewelry. It's a simple, beachy, and handmade with love on the Jersey Shore. I've been wearing these lava beads for about 6 months, and my aura has never been cleaner.
Lava beads?
Lava beads. They're from Mount Fuji in Asia.
Where can we get them?
Are they
Got them in the
made
bedroom. If you wanted to get them somewhere, you could go on etsy.com/shop/ShorestonesNJ and pick them up, or follow their Instagram page. You can email the seller directly. I'm super excited because this is the first little piece of advertisement I've ever had in my life.
Shorestones.
Shorestones, for sure. It's a sure bet. You know what I mean? So
Surely.
without further ado, John, welcome back to the studio.
Thanks for having me back. I'm not sure where to look. I don't know if I look directly into the camera the entire time.
Just look into Jordon's soul.
I'm looking at. I look like right next to Jordan.
Yeah, kind of hard
yeah.
to look right at.
Right here.
Yeah.
So
There's a lot going on in here.
I was thinking about what I wanted to talk about today, and since you're coming back on, I thought we had to do another Tinder challenge, and we can even make it a little contest between you and Joey, and see what's what.
Mm-hmm. All right, but this time, the last time we did the Tinder challenge, you kind of read them off to me.
Okay.
All right, my accuracy is way higher if you show me, graphically what it looks like without showing me the picture. You feel me? Do you have just?
I don't know.
If I see how it's written, you know what I mean? Because there's a certain syntax to the uppercase, the lowercase.
Right. Now, what would hallmarks of a woman be?
All right, a real classic thing that women do on Tinder and for some reason on Facebook and the internet in general is they'll write long run-on sentences without capitalization, but always period at the end, full stop for some reason. Have you noticed that?
I've noticed that.
Yeah, guys are a lot more punchy with it. They'll kind of hit you with some bullet points. You know what I mean? But when you're on Tinder, women have a tendency to do the bullet point thing because women just have a tendency to boil themselves down.
I mean,
into
they're
very few things.
They're disorganized.
Yeah. I mean, well, they're intuitive, which
I'm just fucking around.
I see. I don't know if I could actually.
You're not fucking around. You're dead ass right now.
I don't know if I could. I couldn't show them to you. One, because
the pictures on there.
There's pictures are on there, and also what I have to do sometimes is omit certain things that would be a dead giveaway, and I can't do that if I don't read it in front of me.
That's fair.
All right. So we could do this a couple different ways. I can give both of you one, and then each of you go first, or I could read off a couple, and we'll do best overall score.
Why don't we alternate?
Alternate?
Yeah, that sounds
all
good.
right. All right. I don't know if this can top the last one we did with Jordan's fucking picture on here. All right. Who's up first?
Let John go.
All right.
I'll take the first L.
I am not Russian. I was named after a cat. I'm probably not really 300 plus miles from you. I travel a lot for work. But I live in Center City, Philadelphia. Smiley face. Liberal, in parentheses, with a vengeance. Actually 31. I guess I lied to Mark Zuckerberg when I was a teenager, and well, here we are.
Easy one off the jump, dude.
All right, it's a dude.
Okay.
He's a huge fag. He thinks he's funny. He's really not. Off the top, I say that because of two things. Because he's making an attempt to be funny, and he's not, but also because he travels for work, and that's primarily a male kind of occupation, a job that takes you from place to place. I've met women who travel a lot for work, but generally, I found it's more a guy thing.
All right.
And he said liberal with a vengeance. I don't know. I feel like he's really trying to, off the top, just put his political views out there, getting something for people to latch onto.
Yeah, I mean,
good
and
insight,
guys have to do that to put a portion of themselves out there for women to kind of latch onto, because women more or less just have to show up, especially on Tinder. You know what I mean? A couple filters looking good, the men will come. You know what I mean? It's a lot harder for men to get women to like them back or whatever. I kind of forget how Tinder works, but to like each other.
You forget how it works.
To like each other, but one has to message the other.
On Tinder, it's open messaging back and forth. Bumble's the one where the woman has to. Yes, you both have to like each other's page. Yep. Yep, that's definitely true. So a question that I have for you is, why do you think it is that men travel for work more than women?
Not a lot of women work.
Oh shit.
My mom's
Here
not
we
gonna be
go.
happy to hear that.
I mean, even in like a primal sense, it's kind of like a hunter-gatherer mentality, isn't it? Kind of like I also feel like generally when somebody's traveling, like unless they're just the face of a company and they're a sales rep, which could be a male or a female, like they're generally doing something pretty important. And I hate to say that men generally have higher
Are more
ranking,
important.
are more important, have higher ranking positions because they have testosterone. They
Right,
exhibit the
right.
risk-seeking behavior that gets them either to the bottom of the line or the top of the company where they got to travel.
Was
every week.
it me and you talking the other day about height? How height's a thing?
We were talking about that a minute ago, but we talked about it.
Did we?
Yeah,
it
this
was long.
motherfucker-
It was long ago. We talked about that.
It was a few months ago. I mean, I think Brian's just trying to flex because he like 6'2".
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
it's kind of bullshit.
That's how I'm trying to go top of the chain, just based off of height
It's like
solely
a-
and nothing else.
Overcompensatory thing. Like Jordon ain't saying shit. Jordon could body anybody in this room, bro. Like, and he was like 6'5".
I don't understand why y'all picking on me.
I don't know. You're like an easy target.
It's fucked up.
I'm sorry, dude.
It's all right. It's all right. Why do you think I'm an easy target?
I don't know. It's just like fun ripping on you. Like it's not because like especially because like I don't know Joey that well. Like I like Joey and I like Jordan, but I don't know either of them that well. But you and me have gone back and forth
Right.
mad times.
The basis of our relationship is pretty much that.
It's pretty much that.
But that's what I really want with any. I mean, me and Joey go back and forth all the time. We're
Yeah.
always fucking. It's same thing with you. Just chopping shit up all the time. I can't be friends with somebody if I can't make fun of them.
yeah.
Like, why are you my friend if you can't, like,
Right.
you know? I have one friend in mind in particular who he can't take that shit at all. But I like him.
We're not saying names out here.
We're not saying names.
All right.
We're not saying names. I'm not gonna bring him on there. You ready?
Yeah.
You look excited.
Was he right or was he wrong?
He was.
Are we
He
not-
was.
we're
He,
not
no.
scoring right now?
He was right. So
He was right.
Yeah. Oh,
I was sure that was a woman.
I was
Really?
I was
yeah.
1,000% sure.
I was gonna say that.
Yeah.
I was
No,
but
actually
that's-
gonna go. I would have went the other way with that, but that's
Yeah.
good insight
Well, that's why I
you
said
had.
it's like a dude that's like a kind of faggy. Like,
Yeah, I mean, it must have been a gay guy.
Which is no, not even gay. Like, there's nothing like you could be homosexual. It's just like when you're a straight male and you present yourself in that way, you're a fucking fag. Like, don't talk to me. I mean, like, I don't know what to.
right.
You got any idea on an age? I know it's been a while since I got done reading it, but do you have any idea of the age?
Central City, Philly. Kind of a hipstery place to live, so I want to say between like 25 and 31, considering what he does.
26.
Okay.
And for a little background info, he went to the New York School of Visual Arts, and he works at
Wow.
Dead on?
corporate operations.
What?
He went to New York School of the Visual Arts. But what I was saying after that is his profession, he works for corporate for Spencer Gifts.
That's the most liberal thing.
Oh,
I've
McMahon
ever
like
heard.
that one, bro.
Oh my god.
Hey, yo.
Yo.
He like his bestseller is the cake pan shaped
Who
like
sent
a
you this one,
penis.
Jules?
Yeah, oh, dude, come on.
Now we gotta edit that.
I don't know who these came
Love you,
from.
Jules.
These actually came for. Also he likes running, swimming, outdoorsy shit, cartoons, making art, and super gay '80s music,
Of course he does.
and Indian food, rum, travel.
That's a wordy one.
It was long.
Oh, was that his picture?
No, that wasn't his picture.
Oh.
Can't have you looking over it like that though.
Probably listens to Bruce Hornsby or something.
I don't even know who the fuck that is. Bruce Hornsby. Who
Never
the
heard
fuck
of
is
that man in my life, bro. Bruce Hornsby.
You don't know you remember the song "Changes" by Tupac?
Yeah.
He does the original version.
Oh, okay. Okay, good to know.
All right,
I know a lot of things.
All right, Gomez, you're up. All right, you
Yeah.
ready?
Go, yeah. Let's go. Is it the shirt?
Yeah, it's the shirt.
All right.
Just everything.
Not the hair. It's not the hairline. It's the shirt.
All right.
All right. So Italian/German. Love sports. Islanders, Yankees, Jets, Knicks. I ran 2 5K races. I enjoy running them. Would love to do more. Love going to Disney World, and I'm an avid pin collector. Love going on cruises to encounter new places. I like all animals, but I'm allergic to. Looks like a cat emoji. I own a dog named Hercules.
Damn. A cat named Hercules?
No.
A
Dog named
dog named
Hercules.
Okay. So we got a Sandlot reference.
Very good.
Totally.
Very,
I
very
didn't
good.
catch that. Yeah.
Yeah, very good.
Totally into sports. Totally into sports.
Mm-hmm.
But they like Disney. I want to say it's a man, but you know.
What? Because the cat is or the dog's name Hercules?
No, just because of the whole sports thing. I mean, I don't think you're gonna find too many women that are gonna list, you know, their teams and whatnot. But I'm gonna go with a woman.
No, I meant how'd you get the Disney? Did they say Disney?
Yeah, they mentioned Disney.
Oh,
They mentioned
I
Disney.
spaced out.
And I'm just gonna throw this out there, man. If you're a guy and you're gonna hop on Tinder or any form of social media for that matter, and you're gonna say that you're into Disney, I just don't think that's a good look, man. I don't think he's gonna get many matches.
Facts.
You know.
The
So
other
look,
thing-
man, I might be wrong with this, but I'm gonna go with my intuition.
I would double down on that just because they said Islanders, Jets, Yankees, Knicks. So Islanders and Jets are both kind of secondary New York teams. They're not like when a woman's like, oh yeah, I'm into sports. They're kind of like, yeah, the Giants, let's go. You know what I
Well,
mean?
and they
Like,
said Yankees and Jets, right? Like,
Yeah.
that doesn't. Yeah, that's like
like you got to be Yankees, Giants, or Jets.
Jets Mets.
Yeah.
Jets, Mets, yeah.
I mean, you know, some people are weird. You know?
I'm a
Yeah.
Giants and
Probably
a,
wears
and a
two
Mets
different
fan.
colored
You're a
socks.
Giants and a Mets fan?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, that's just because my father and my brother, those are the teams they liked.
Was there anything else? Is that the whole thing?
Well, there was some other stuff in there, but I decided not to read it.
It would give it away.
Yeah, it would give it away.
So you shook your head at me. So I'm
yeah,
wrong.
it's a guy. His name is
Uh,
Ryan. He's part of the Local 3 union in New York.
What's Local 3? Does anybody know?
No, it's some sort of union.
Can you look it up?
I can look it up.
I'm just curious.
It's probably like a labor union or something
Yeah,
like
some
that.
kind of labor. I don't know
It's
what.
all labor.
Well, no, I
I
mean,
mean, he could be a plumber.
there's like
Local 9's plumbing.
Oh, is it? Yeah. See, I
ah,
don't
good
know
for
nothing
him.
about
It's a
that
heavy equipment operator. Okay, it's a hard union to get into.
shit. Wait, he's a heavy equipment operator who's into
Yeah, I
Disney?
think so.
This guy's all fucked up. This guy's.
Is it?
Nah.
I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with those things separately.
Nah,
it's just
yeah,
like,
labor
how are you
is
going to get...
international.
I do. I will judge it. Nah, it is what it is, man. Disney.
Yo, that Disney thing freaks me the fuck out.
What?
People who are like, I had this girl in my class last semester, and she had a Disney backpack, and instead of it being polka dots, it was like little Mickey Mouse faces. But every day, bro, if she didn't have the backpack, she had some other sort of Disney accessory on, and I don't understand it. I don't. There's like this like cult following that people were just like Disney this,
I
Disney
think
that,
girl- I
Disney
think,
this.
Like it's like when a girl does it, it's kind of like
Childish.
acceptable, but it's like it's acceptable
It's
for.
childish.
I think it's like more socially acceptable for like a woman to dwell in childhood.
Yeah,
longer.
no.
Do
Yeah,
you
no.
feel me?
I
Like,
agree 110%. I don't think there's anything wrong
But a
with
21-year-old girl?
Yeah, no,
Like-
it's not on. It's pretty common. To
It's
see
weird
that.
though.
Sure, I mean some people go overboard with it, but I mean it's different for how old is this guy? Or is you
27-year-old male.
27.
27 and talk about Disney, man. I just
heavy
think that's a
heavy
little
equipment
much.
operator. Yeah, like I don't know, like I still thoroughly enjoy like all the Disney movies I saw as a kid. Like,
Right, of
Hunchback of
course.
Notre Dame. That's one of the best soundtracks of fucking any piece of cinema off the top. Like I dare you to go back and listen to that shit. I want to sample the fuck out of Hellfire.
Okay,
but
no, I'll have to.
check that shit out.
I
But
don't
it's
even
also
remember
like
watching that. I
I
remember the
don't-
guy was totally hit, but yeah,
I don't know.
The guy was totally hit.
he was.
That's
man.
all you
He
got
was
out of
all-
it?
Yeah, I don't.
Esmeralda. Was that one? Esmeralda's the
That's
girl's name?
Esmeralda's the gypsy. Yeah.
Damn.
Fucking gypsies.
Yeah.
Hello, Gypsy. How much? I like. All right. We ready for the next one?
I gotta not screen peek.
Yeah. You can't do that.
It's hard, right?
It's because I kind of like want to read it while he's saying it.
Right.
But yeah.
Really looking forward for someone special and something real. I like horror movies and going to the beach. Working on a master's degree in finance and want to start a future with someone. That's all I'm going to give you.
All right. Can you repeat it one more time?
Really looking for someone special and some. You know what? This one's fucked up, bro. You don't got no picture or anything like that. I think it's a chick. We're gonna strike this one from the record.
Wait, you don't? There's no like editing
Nah, here.
process.
Here. Look at this.
You don't
it's
like
just a
review
picture of the
these first?
beach. Well, I got a whole bunch of screenshots and I just like sent them over to my phone.
It is a picture of the beach.
Yeah, it's like some I don't know, some bullshit. Fuck that one.
What's the name?
M.
It's definitely a chick, just from
Definitely a chick, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. She said she didn't want to post a picture of herself on.
And she's looking to start. What was it? Looking to start something serious with somebody.
Future with somebody. That's also
Definitely
another
a
like a
chick.
womanly move. Like chicks always kind of looking for like what their idea of like the right guy is to come along.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No
Men-
guys posting that on Tinder.
Well, unless you got like the first dude we did from Center City, Philly, or whoever.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
probably-
yeah. All right, here you go. I got you, McMahon. All right. 10. Sociable.
You got it. I saw it.
Come
I know
on,
you're
bro.
pulling it up. My bad. Tan. I like how that's the first one.
Stop
Like,
looking, bro.
I
You're
didn't,
fucking
but
looking.
my eyes was closed. My eyes was
White.
closed.
White.
All right.
All right.
I'm gonna keep them closed.
All right. So I got 5 good reasons why. 5 reasons why it's good to know me. I'm always positive. I'm open to all weird things.
That's awesome.
All right.
That's a
Good
plus.
listener. I like situational jokes. Intellectual. Probably able to answer all your questions about science.
All right. I feel like the last one, again, like it could just be another kind of like faggy, like thirsty dude. Like, oh, I'm going to appeal to what I think like women like rather than like being honest and forthright about it. But the last one about being able to answer all the shit about the signs, like you got to be a next level, like we'll say Nancy, to really be that deep. You know what I mean? Like to be that deep into the astrological. You feel me? Like it's got to be a
It's
chick.
not a word,
'cause
but
women,
all right.
yeah, astrological. Like it's got to be a chick because they're. I don't know. I've never met a guy who's like that hell bent on understanding everything about the signs.
I'll continue reading some of the stuff that I left out. And this might.
Oh, all right.
6'2". Weighs.
It's very important.
Wow.
She plays college basketball too. No, I'm just kidding. It's a dude. Weight is 198.4 pounds. It's pretty specific. He's from Prague, and his name is Roman. He's 25 years old.
Well, he's European, so I mean they do it different.
Yeah, they do it different, and yeah, I don't know. I got
Yeah,
one
alright.
really nice compliment from a European woman recently. It was actually that old French lady who works at your gym.
Oh yeah, Eileen.
Yeah, I think that's her name. Yeah.
Oh,
So
shit.
I was-
I'm sorry. We got to edit that out. My bad.
I was in there with Alex, and she like came up to me. She's like, Alex, is this your friend? And he was like, yeah. She's like, oh, you really know how to pick him. He's a good-looking guy. And I'm like, thank you. It just made my fucking day.
Wow.
I'll take that, dude. I'll take compliments anywhere I can get it.
Take it.
You know?
And you could tell she's the type who, like in her prime. You know what I mean? Even 20 years ago. I mean, she's like a little bit up there.
She's like
now.
60 or 70 something, right?
She's like 70. But yeah, she's like virgin on 70. But like even I'm saying like even 20 years ago, she was probably still hitting half court jumpers. You know what I mean?
Really?
No, not literally. Like I'm in terms of like
Right,
guys.
right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. Oh, okay. My bad.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. All right, so we're back to JoJo. So you're 1-1. You're 0 for 1, right?
Yep.
All right. 10. Sociable introvert. Easygoing and always in the mood for a few laughs. Swipe the opposite way of your political views. I like that. That's actually pretty clever right there.
Woman, 27. No, huh?
His name is Tom. He's 25 years old, and he has the douchiest picture I've ever seen
The
on
fuck does he
Instagram.
care about a woman's political views?
I don't know, man. I guess he wants somebody,
It's
obviously Republican, because swipe right.
It's a hook. It's a sign that he's going along with what's socially acceptable. It's like, hey, ladies, pick me. I'm the safe bet because it's probably pretty safe to assume, like most women are gonna go just based on who we currently have in office. Most women are gonna go.
Wait, I'm
left,
still
right?
trying
So
to
they gotta
figure that
swipe
out.
right.
Hold on a second. Say that again.
Like, I don't even know how to articulate this. Like, I feel like most women, I know like 2 or 3 that are pretty hardcore conservative. No other women do I know are like hardcore conservative. Like most will like be impartial or they'll pick left because left is a pretty safe bet right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
Like-
but on Tinder, a swipe to the right is like, swipe to the left is dislike.
Right.
So
you said
he's
opposite.
looking for.
Yeah, so the opposite of your political views.
So if you're left, you swipe
opposite,
right.
opposite.
Yeah.
My bad.
So if you
My bad,
so if
my
you were
bad.
like liberal, you would swipe right. So I guess you would
Right.
like him, right?
Right.
Yeah.
That took me a minute too, bro.
Yeah, see, that's too much for me. All right.
Yeah.
0-2.
It has to be a guy because there's like too much thinking involved. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, no, I don't even mean it like that, but you know what I'm saying. Like, there's like a logical process to it. It's not just
Bangers
like,
to
oh, like I like Disney. Oh, that was a guy too. My bad.
Oh man, here we go. This is a good one. I guess this is the part where I put something interesting. I have a good career. I have a bachelor's degree in sarcasm. I love music, the Go-Go Dolls, TBS, Blink-182, Brand New, and much more. I'm looking for a friend that can lead to a FBW, or Friends with Benefits, for all you viewers who don't know what that means. I'm currently married. And they say once you're married, the fun stops.
Oh, my
For me,
God.
this is exactly what happened. I'm normal and can hold a conversation. Swipe right to ask me anything.
Can't be a real profile.
Wait. It got really interesting at the end.
Yo, right?
Because the first part came off like tacky and boring. Wait, is this my turn?
Yeah, this is you.
Oh, okay. He
This is
said,
you.
or she said, I don't know, but they said like, I got a bachelor's degree in sarcasm. It's like, all right, you kind of whack for that line, but then it's like, oh, and by the way, I'm married, and it's like, hold up, what'd you say? Like, I don't. Oh, I feel like only a dude would be married and on Tinder at the same time.
Right, yeah,
I feel
I
like
agree
it
with
has
you
to
on
be.
that.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Don't give him any hints.
It's a swipe right to ask me anything. Like, looking for friends with benefits. I don't know. It's got to be a dude.
It is a dude. His name's Rob.
Wow.
He's a big boy, too.
Mm-hmm. I heard that.
So he's a bigger guy.
Yeah.
Okay, Rob.
All right, so what are
See
you?
you,
Are you,
pimp.
are you 2-1?
I think so. Yeah.
2-1?
2-1.
I gotta not fucking look. Hold on.
All right. I say we do 2 more.
2 more. Let's go. I'm ready.
Okay. Here you go, JoJo.
Mm-hmm.
Photogenic metalhead studying pre-hospital medicine. Loves food, comics, conspiracy theories, and live music. Let's eat tacos, read comics, and talk about my scene kid phase.
God damn it. Run it back for me one more time.
Okay, Mom. Okay. Photogenic metalhead studying pre-hospital medicine. Loves food, comics, conspiracy theories, and live music. Let's eat tacos, read comics, and talk about my scene kid phase.
Damn.
For the record, I didn't know what scene. I didn't know what that meant until like 6 months ago.
Really?
I didn't know that was
Like
a thing.
the emo kid thing.
Yeah, I didn't know
Yeah.
that was
I
a
wanna,
thing.
I want to hope. I want to hope it's a girl.
You're all fucked up in your head right now, bro.
It's like when you go down this rabbit hole, you start thinking they're all dudes that's like desperately trying to appeal
Well,
to
so
what
far they have
think. Yeah,
I mean, let's.
I guess.
Let's eat tacos.
That's obvious, right?
No.
Everyone likes tacos.
Everybody likes tacos.
But who says that? Come on, who says let's eat tacos?
But that's the
I
thing.
do.
It's like
I'll say that. Let's go eat a taco, man. But
I see what you're saying.
yeah.
But it's like at the same time, I feel like on Tinder, I don't know. I feel like
It's that
dudes,
thirst again. The
Dudes
thirst
who are
is
like
real.
less thirsty, they're just they'll put like a picture, maybe a couple stats. Like
Yeah.
dudes will put stats like how like height, weight, whatever sport they played. Like these motherfuckers is out here trying to fucking. I don't know what they're trying to do. They're trying to get all up in the female psychology, what they think the female psychology is. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? It's like
yeah.
that desperate attempt.
I had an extended conversation with my girlfriend last night. Right, we were watching
Director's cut.
Seinfeld. Right,
Yeah,
of course, it's like my perfect go-to show at the end of the night.
yeah, good show.
So,
puts you right to bed. That's why.
Oh,
so here's the thing, right? And I told Christina this, and I'm pretty sure I asked her this question on my first date. This is like the one question I have for all women I meet. And your answers of this question pretty much determine our future, right? I say, do you like Seinfeld? And the only answers where I could go anywhere were, yes, I love it. It's the best show ever. Or I didn't really watch it that much, especially for younger women. I didn't really watch it that much, but I find it extremely funny. If I get, no, I don't get it, or I hate that show, I immediately just write you off forever. So I was telling,
why is that the metric?
because I'm a huge Seinfeld fan. Because people who don't like that sort of comedy, my sense of humor
Dude, I'll be 100% with you. Like I love the show Seinfeld, but that's not the metric. Like if
I'm
she's
telling
there,
you,
that's
bro.
the metric. Do you know what I mean?
Nah, dude,
Like-
I'm not like that anymore.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
How
That-
are we even
that-
friends, dude? I can't stand that show.
Really?
No.
Well, I'm not trying to get in your pants, Jordan.
Yeah, you're not trying to fuck you.
You know what I mean? It's like a, and now I forget why the fuck I was talking about this. Completely forgot.
Because that was
There was a
you were talking to Christina.
Right. Okay.
Wait, do we got to edit that out too?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
So she was saying to me, I asked her if she had any sort of question, and we first started going out. She asked me, like, what do I think happens when you die, right? And she said I answered it good because I was like, I don't fucking know. You know what I mean? It could be this, or it could be that, or it could be this, or whatever. And she said she liked my answer because it wasn't like I was trying to, like, regurgitate what I thought she wanted to hear. She was like, it sounded like you gave me an honest answer. And there's too many people out there that, like, you ask them something and all they do is give you whatever information they think you want to hear. And she liked that. And that, from a Seinfeld question and, probably a little
Okay.
like higher realm of questions and like the range of questions you could ask somebody. Seinfeld's like down here in shallow and then deep. What happens when you die? We came to some sort of middle ground.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But I thought that was interesting and it made me think about it because we had this conversation probably 12 hours ago. And I don't know. Thought it was a good observation.
Wait, that was the conversation you had 12 hours ago? About do you like Seinfeld?
No.
That was when you first met
We
him.
were watching it last night.
Oh, you
and
just happened to be watching it. Okay.
Yeah, so we were watching it last night, and a funny part came on, and I was like, "You see why I ask people this question? Like the show is so intertwined. It's genius, absolutely genius. So
It's well written.
yeah, extremely well written, and that's what I like about it.
Seinfeld wasn't funny. I didn't get Seinfeld when I was a kid. It's just one of those things. It's like there would be like funny bits like Kramer with the slapstick bit, or
Right.
George Costanza is kind of like the neurotic, like best friends dude. He's kind of like this hopeless loser who keeps finding himself in situations and like jeopardizing himself. Like it's funny, but I didn't understand like how funny it was until I got older. You know what I mean? Until I had more experience.
He's the heavier set guy. That was
Yeah.
in Shallow
It was,
Hal.
what's Jason Alexander?
There's pictures on the back of my computer.
Okay.
Did you put those on 12 hours ago too?
No, I didn't. She bought this is one of the first things she bought me.
Wow.
Got them off of Etsy. I was very excited about that. It was a great gift.
Very nice.
The computer? Oh, the sticker.
Yeah, the sticker.
The
No, not
sticker.
the computer.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't watched the show as an adult, so when I was a kid, same thing. I didn't get it.
Mhm.
My parents would watch it.
Yeah, they watched it when it was on.
Yeah.
Yeah, my father did too. He loved it.
I'll give it a shot.
Yeah, I
good.
mean, it's
That's
like
good.
it's cool because you don't really have to watch it consistently, but if you do, there's some stuff in there that like carries over and carries over and carries over.
That, like for instance, there's one episode where, for some reason, I think there's a bet, or there's not a bet, but George, the neurotic one, and Elaine, the female, both go like a period of like some weeks like without any sex whatsoever, and what happens is Elaine ends up getting like stupid and kind of like mouth breathy and like drooly, and George becomes brilliant, and he's a fucking moron. And it's just funny because it plays on like how much smarter like men have to get, like when they're going without to try to get it, and then like
Yeah, it's a great episode.
it's hilarious,
The four of them actually do the whole contest to see who can. They call it being the master of their domain.
yeah.
And
No, that's a different one. That's when they're just trying not to.
Oh, are they two different episodes?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, I think
Okay.
so. Yeah.
Okay. I learn something new every day. All right, so back to the challenge. Did we finish? Did we
No,
even
we
finish
did
that
not.
one?
We did not
All
finish.
right, so let me read it again. Photogenic metalhead.
Is this my turn?
This is Joe's,
Oh,
right?
okay.
Yeah.
Photogenic metalhead, studying pre-hospital medicine, loves food, comics, conspiracy theories, and live music. Let's eat tacos, read comics, and talk about my scene kid phase.
23-year-old female.
There you go, Joe. You're on the board. 25-year-old woman named Janet. I'm proud of you. Janet. Yep. And yeah, she's got like a lotus flower tattoo right underneath her neck. You don't like that?
Another thing is, I'll just say it looks like I gotta not look because I actually looked at that one as well. I didn't say anything, but like I think it turns out she's kind of like a heavier set girl, it looks like to me,
Mm-hmm.
which is like, it's something that you'll notice. Nothing against heavyset girls. Like, everybody likes a thick chick. You know what I mean?
Love it.
Like, I like a thick chick once in a while. The problem is thick chicks feel like they got to try so much harder because they probably just, I'm guessing because they didn't get as much attention
Mm-hmm.
down the line as like the pretty girl just kind of show up and like dudes is like, oh my God, look, she's so hot. The thick chick kind of got to stand out a little bit. You know what I mean? It's kind of like the guy thing going on because like a guy could show up even if he's like a good looking dude. Like, it's hard to get the female to come up to you. You know what I mean? So we kind of had to learn, and those of us who were like lacking in some departments had to learn more
What
how
was
to
it-
compete
what was that
and
like?
how to be better.
Dude.
What, being the ugly dude? It was pretty rough, dude, but I developed a kind of sick sense of humor.
That's good. It's good. It suits you.
But that's why I don't know. So I feel like that kind of
That's a whole.
is a note.
That's a good discussion too.
That's a note. Yeah.
But yeah, let's finish this off, man.
All right. Last one. You want one more?
What's the score?
I'm like, am I 2 and 1?
You're two.
No,
I mean,
you're
1
you're
and 2.
1 and
One
2,
and
and you're
two.
2 and 1. Bonus round.
Bonus.
Double points.
Okay.
You get 1. You get 1. All right. We'll kick it up a little bit. They call me Patches,
Oh, Houlihan?
but you can call me one of your best Tinder matches.
Oh my! Is that from?
Oh
Wait,
my
is that
God.
from something? Patches. They call me Patches.
Patches or Houlihan? Dodgeball.
From Dodgeball, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I feel like okay. But you can call me. Okay, go ahead.
That's it.
That's a tough one, man. I'm gonna say it's a dude.
Any idea of the age?
I mean, that was a movie. I mean, I'm gonna probably right around our age. I'm gonna say between like 25 and 27.
25-year-old woman named Lauren.
Woman, okay.
Mm-hmm. That was good. I mean, that was a shot in the dark one right
Yeah.
there.
I mean, I just said the age thing because that's like kind of like a millennial movie, right? That came out
right.
when we were a little younger.
05.
05? Okay, yeah.
Shit,
Like
it's
same
that
time
old?
as like Napoleon
Dodgeball?
Dynamite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Came out.
I didn't like Napoleon
Oh
Dynamite.
my God, I
love that
loved
fucking
it.
movie.
Thought the movie
Great
was
movie.
stupid as
So funny.
fuck.
That's the point.
You're
I mean,
ruining everybody's lives and eating all our steaks.
That also came out in 05, or at least I was in 5th grade, 04 or 05.
Did it really?
Yeah,
was,
and I
what was I
man,
doing?
I didn't really get it then, obviously, but like,
Oh
you
my
know,
God.
now you look at it and it's just
Yeah,
like one of
it's-
those cult classic
Yeah.
things.
Yeah, I
you
think I
know?
was in middle school. I just like I don't know. I thought it was retarded.
I mean,
It's
it
just
is,
goofy.
man.
It
but, you
was-
know,
It was. That's the whole point.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
didn't. But there's like dumb, funny movies, and
Yeah.
like this is like they're really trying to make this like bad and stupid, and it's funny. But I just like,
if there's one thing that my father hates, it's Napoleon Dynamite.
oh really?
He cannot fucking stand.
Did you
that.
watch it a lot when you were younger?
Yeah, when it came out, I got it. I rented it.
Yeah, I
Everybody
did.
was talking about it, so I told my mom. I was like, "We got to go rent this movie." That's this is Blockbuster.
Yeah, I was gonna
This
say
is-
Blockbuster.
This is
Hollywood Video.
pre Netflix, pre all that. This
Well,
is,
Netflix had just come out, and they were still
Really?
sending you
Mailing
movies
you
in the fucking
DVDs,
mail.
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, see,
I totally
I was
forgot
free a
about that.
week.
I was far off that wave yet, but yes, I used to watch it a lot. But
Same.
Yo, that was like the demise of fucking
It
Blockbuster.
happened so quick too.
Oh, it was over in like a year.
A year.
They were done.
Because it just
Absolutely done.
played off of like convenience. Like
I miss it though.
Yeah, we were talking about that.
It
How
was
does
a
that
whole-
happen?
It was a whole deal. It was a whole like, a whole like part of a date or like, you know what I mean? Like you go to Blockbuster,
Yeah.
you walk around,
Yep.
you pick out a movie, you grab your fucking candy. Like it was a whole thing. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
they
Like,
would
Right.
have the candy right up by the fucking the desk or
Yeah,
where you go
yeah.
to pay. So it was like an impulse buy.
you-
But
yeah, you put more effort into getting the movie and everything, so that when you actually go back, you watch the movie and you
Yeah.
get your candy.
Yeah, yeah,
Nowadays,
yeah.
you watch half of a. You watch 5 minutes of something you get on Netflix and you get a fucking hand job and it's done. You never watch the movie again.
remember rewinding the shit just so the person wouldn't yell at you
Yeah.
at the desk. Blockbuster did like video game rentals too. Like I remember
Right,
like,
yep.
when I was a kid, like my mom scraped all this money together because like we didn't have a ton when I was growing up, so she scraped all this money together to get me a Game Boy because that's all I wanted. And I was like 8 or 9.
Mm-hmm.
And she didn't realize at the same time, like you also have to buy games for the Game Boy. So I just never really had games for it, but like once in a while I was able to rent one. from
Right,
Blockbuster.
right,
It was
right.
fucking dope. Played Pokemon, all types of shit. You know it was nice, bro.
Yo, I had the what Game Boy was it?
It was the original color, purple.
The purple
The
one.
fat boy. That pimp shit. You don't know what I'm talking about.
I had my brother had the big gray one, which I'm sure Jordan remembers when those came out,
well.
right? and then I had the
How you gonna do
pocket.
it like that?
Huh? I don't know, dude.
What about Game Gear? You ever have Game Gear?
Nah.
Oh,
that was
my
Sega's, right?
goodness, yes. Sonic on Game Gear. That got me through my childhood.
I just saw something on Facebook that there's this thing that can plug into the bottom of your phone. It's a buttons. Is that shit real?
I saw that.
Probably.
Turns into a Game Boy.
You think that's real?
I'm sure
Yeah.
they're limited though. You know what I mean?
You think so?
It's
but
dumb.
it had so it would go into the back of your phone. It was almost like a case. You slide your phone in and it connects to like the little port,
I seen it. Yeah.
and then you throw the games in the back, like old games. You can use the old
Yeah, I saw
style
it.
games.
But it's
I got a
dumb
Game Boy in my
because-
fucking room, man. My dad put it in a box of stuff when I moved in.
Yeah.
Might need it.
You never know. Maybe I'll play tonight. After
Nobody
this is
has
over.
those games though. I don't know where you're gonna get an old Game Boy game.
I got 10 of them in the fucking room.
Really?
Yeah.
That's the thing.
I didn't
too.
even think there was 10 games for Game Boy. That was
Oh.
like Tetris.
No,
Oh,
they
there was
made
a
thousands of
million,
games.
bro.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
ton.
it was a whole deal.
Everything had a
The
game.
thing about that is like that's a good point. I didn't think about it. The actual cartridges, like who still has the like the cartridges? Because I know I don't. But
I bet you can get them
also-
on eBay, like a pack of them.
dude,
for
you
a
can
little-
they make-
emulate. You can
yeah.
emulate the game.
That's the thing. You
For
can, and I'm
free.
sure they have an app for.
Yeah.
They do, but it's
You're
garbage.
right. The buttons.
It's garbage, dude. It's
yeah.
not like the buttons because
Yeah.
buttons you can.
Yeah,
it's not right with
I'm
the
sure.
touchscreen.
I've never seen it, but I'm sure.
Well, they brought out the new like the old Nintendo and Super Nintendo minis.
They're cool.
Yeah, and you got the old remotes.
They're cool.
Yeah,
I still
that's
have that shit. I got the original Duck Hunt and
Oh,
everything.
Really?
my
What are you
goodness.
doing, bro? Bring that shit down here.
It's in the attic.
Joey's fucking lacking right now. bro.
Lacking.
It's in the attic.
Yo, but you ever have the
can't get
Power
it out of
Glove
the
though?
attic?
What you know about the
I
Power
can.
Glove?
It's just that there's squirrels living up there now. Yo, I go back to my dad's in Tom's River once in a while, and like I was there this weekend, and sleeping in my room, and this was going on when I was getting high too. About it, like I don't know, 3-4 months ago,
Mm-hmm.
and I'd be sleeping up there, and I'd be fucking, what the fuck is that noise? And I'm upstairs, my room's upstairs, and the attic is right above my room, and I hear, like, I didn't know what it was for a couple of days, but there were squirrels, and it used to bug me the fuck out when I was getting high too. But I heard I thought they were gone. You're like, yeah, what is that?
Oh, what?
Yeah, no, I heard them again this weekend. I was up there. I was like, those motherfuckers are still up
You're probably baking them out with that crack pipe.
Yeah, right.
there.
You're running around all night.
I hate those things.
Squirrels are kind of like crackheady anyway.
Yeah.
I saw a squirrel. I don't know if he committed suicide, but he died right in front of me. Right in
word?
front of me.
Really?
I was sitting outside.
Did he leave a note?
Nah, no note. I'm guessing he was a baby squirrel. I
Damn.
think he. I think
Troubled
it was,
youth.
It was probably an accident. He was alone. He probably lost his mom or something. And I'm sitting on my porch one day. I'm smoking a blunt with my buddy, and I keep hearing like trickling, like up the tree bark. And he would go up and he would come down a little bit. He didn't fall off, but he would go up and then come down a little bit. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? This guy never learned to climb, you know? And then I hear him
Right.
trickle up. I could hear him. He's high. Now he's real high. This tree's real big. And I'm smoking. I'm baked. And next thing I know, just kersplat.
Did he fucking jump, dude?
Dude, I don't know. I don't know if he jumped or fell.
Live
just-
leak.
Bro, kersplat right in front of my porch. And I was like, dude.
Did it really splat?
We had I didn't splat.
Yeah.
His eye was still open. He just couldn't move. He was just like, like what the fuck just happened?
What would you do? Did you go down there and try to help him out?
Nah, dude. We just had a little service for him, and then my dad came home and threw him out. I didn't want to touch him.
He had a service.
Yeah. I
Poor
was-
little guy.
Yeah, high as fuck having a service for the squirrel.
Yeah, I mean, dude. You know, I
I
said
want to raise awareness for adolescent squirrel
I said a
suicide.
few. Yeah.
There's a hotline.
It's a problem in the United States.
Mhm.
McNutty. I called him McNutty.
McNutty.
All right, baby.
That's some
Come on.
that's some deep shit, bro.
Yeah, I should have too.
It's sad. I had a friend one time. He came to visit me from Maryland, and he took his parents' Miata up because it was like the summertime. Weather was super nice, and it's like a fun like little car, like a Mazda Miata convertible.
Yeah.
And it's super low to the ground, and we're getting back in my neighborhood, and we're coming around the turn, and then we come in, and the squirrel just stops dead in its tracks and stands up. He's like, I ain't fucking stopping. I'm like, what do you mean, bro? You ain't stopping. He's like, yo, he's got to move. He honks the horn like twice. Squirrel just stays there, and he just plows right into it. I was like, yo, dude. I'm like, what the fuck? You couldn't like have stopped. He's like, hey, I warned him, man, and he just fucking stayed there.
Dude, yeah,
Right.
hitting animals is no joke. I hit a deer once, dude. And it was
Did it hit you back?
nah.
Was it running its mouth?
Yeah, he was
I've
a little
seen
bitch.
it, dude. I've never like been in the vehicle and hit like a big ass deer or something, run over things, but
Yeah,
a deer, like when you hit it, it's like the impact, depending on how fast you're going, like it's the impact plus like a deer is a big animal. You know what I mean? It's disgusting.
He wasn't full grown. I was in a Dodge Dakota, so it's not that big of a truck either.
Okay.
I probably wasn't going that.
But at
fast,
least you're
man.
high
maybe,
enough
maybe
up.
50, maybe 50. He wasn't that.
Pretty
He
fast.
wasn't that big, man. But I remember it's like a weird feeling when you hit it. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like I didn't know what to do.
You think it's a person?
Yeah.
The
And
weirdest
it's-
feeling is when you're just stopped like in a car and you'll just see a deer that's just like staring at you like off in the distance or some shit. You know what I mean?
Dude, Saturday I'm driving and this was like a baby deer, and I don't think in these terms when I'm driving. I should have fucking stopped because I'm coming up a road and I see a car coming, and then he just suddenly like kind of stops, like not real hard, but he definitely slowed down, and I didn't notice. I'm like, the fuck, this guy, you know, what's he stopping for? And I kept going, and right before the car, I see this little fucking deer, and he looked me square in the eye, dude. I was this close to him, but it was a baby deer. I'm so glad I didn't hit him, man. But it's just, dude, it bugged me out. I was like, oh shit,
Those things are fucking freaky.
bugged
dude.
me out. I don't
Yeah.
like it.
Their eyes glowing and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Fucking with my audio?
Yeah, dude. It's
I'm louder now.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
I turned it up a little bit.
Wow, we should have done that
Where
from
was
the beginning.
where was that before? Like off jump.
Dude,
Now,
it was-
all right, now I'm here.
Now you in there.
Now, man, now it's a party.
See, I don't have Jordans up like that.
No, I'm good because I'm away from it.
Yeah, no, he sounds fine. That's because that's a real.
See if I get up here.
That's a real
You
man.
still have that gum?
I do.
Oh, shit.
All right, so what's up, bro?
All right,
What
you
you got?
ready? You ready for the last one?
Yeah, this is my bonus, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, hit me.
So you lost the bonus, right? You didn't get that last one.
Well, oh yeah, I think
Yeah,
I lost,
patches,
yeah.
right? Patches of Houlihan. You should probably know that I'm 5'11" before you swipe right. Beer and concert enthusiast, go Birds.
Female, 27.
Female, 22.
Mm.
Female.
Congratulations, Joe. That was a 2-pointer.
Yeah, congrats, Joe.
Real nice.
You get real
Well,
sore.
listen. No, I mean, to me that was a giveaway.
Well, I didn't
First,
even hear
yeah.
it.
First line. Was
I got to take a
giveaway.
piss.
No, I can imagine seeing it on, like, if you're looking at Tinder, like, and just seeing, like, a picture. It's like, oh, she's looking kind of good. Oh, hey, you should just know, because I've had this problem before a lot in my life. I'm 5'11".
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think many guys are gonna come out and say that.
Yeah, they would, but they wouldn't say it like that. They'd just be
Like
like,
that.
5'11".
Yeah.
Yeah, used
Before
to,
you
used to play running
do
back.
this.
you know.
Yeah, they'd want to be like more like, I don't know, manly about it, more like
Right.
confident, I guess is the word I'm looking for.
Yeah.
You know, like
If
you
they
know.
said anything at all.
Yeah, exactly.
Because like for a female, it'd be more out of the ordinary. It's kind of like some like I appreciate her leading with that.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah. Well, you ever had a tall chick? You're pretty tall. How tall are you? You're tall.
6 foot. I used to
Yeah.
see this girl who was probably like 5'10".
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was it like?
Which it was nice not having to bend down to kiss her. Kind of walk like a linebacker, but it was kind of sexy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
do
liked
walk
her, but
weird, don't
the problem with like taller chicks is like they kind of like, let's just say like it looks better in comparison to have a small chick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. See, I wish I was a little bit taller.
I wish I was a baller.
I wish I had a rabbit and a hat with a bat and a 6'4".
Because like when you have like a larger chick and like she got hands that's like rivaling your shit, do you know what I mean? And then she puts it.
Yeah, look, man, my
Like I just start feeling like
you need
insecure.
those small hands.
I feel like
Yeah.
I feel like I tend to do. I mean, I'm not that tall.
Like
at
bro,
all.
on a 5 foot chick,
At
I'm
all.
a double fist, 100%. Like on a 5'11", I don't know. She might be able to handle it like one handed. You might be able to like, I don't know,
Yeah.
do something with the other hand.
My
What I walked back in on.
No, we're just talking about like
tall chicks.
tall chicks,
My
yeah.
childhood girlfriend, like my teenage, intermediate, and like high school, she was pretty tall.
Mm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Taller
we
than
were
you?
Like, I think at one point she was, and then I was like, we were probably about the same height,
Yeah.
So it's weird, man. Especially like they wear heels and stuff like that. And you're right. Like in comparison, it's very like it looks better when they're a little shorter. It's just
Right.
like I feel like that's how it's supposed
It's
to be.
also genetics. Like Licata and I were talking about like some time ago now, but it's like women generally seek out taller guys that are taller than them, and guys that are taller than other guys. It's a biological thing. It's just like a guy who's taller is like generally seen as more of like a leader, generally stronger. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
But I don't. Yeah, no.
More intimidating
agree,
to attackers and
I
like
agree.
other.
But I don't necessarily seek out the shorter ones either.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think it was like a something that was like instilled in my head as a kid watching Dude, Where's My Car? When the girl, the
Oh,
Superwoman.
right.
I think I was just like, wow, I gotta get me one of those.
Right.
Just
right,
a big like, I don't know, man. I'm weird. I'm real weird, dude.
That was a good movie though.
Yeah, it was great, Jordan. It was probably the worst movie ever made, but like, it's funny,
I don't have any particular preference. You know what I mean? Tall, short. You know what I mean?
You don't discriminate.
Nah, my girlfriend now is taller. You know.
Well,
You are tall, so
Yeah, you
for
are tall.
you,
Yeah,
it's
same
like
with you.
either way. Yeah, but I mean,
I might have you by an inch, if that, right? Are we
yeah,
the
you
same
got
height?
2 inches on me, but
You
it's
think so?
counting, Yeah.
Apparently you are.
But yeah, you are tall, so it's like either way to you. Like you're tall enough where it's like they're gonna be shorter than you. You know what I
Right,
mean?
yeah, of
Like,
course.
Yeah, it opens up
There's
more
a-
options.
Yeah.
It's a lot of like 5'11" models and shit.
Yeah,
you know
but
what I mean?
but like anything like 5'5" is way too short for me.
Yeah.
You know what I
Really?
mean? 5'5", 5'6", 5'7" is good. That and up, 5'7" and up, I think.
Yeah. I don't
5'6", yeah.
I don't like them too short,
Hmm.
even though I'm short. It's just how it is, man.
So, I've been waiting to bring this up, but it's pretty serious. I'm not sure how I feel about putting this out there in the open, but I want to hear what you guys have to say about it. Last Thursday, I got my first pedicure, and it was absolutely fucking fantastic. And I want to open it up to your opinions.
You wanted to open it up?
I want to see what you guys have to say about it. It was one of the best experiences I've had in a long time. At least for... It doesn't rival getting your hair cut. You know what I mean? As far as like self-care out there in the world. But it was fucking great. It was absolutely fucking great.
There is no better feeling than sitting in those chairs while a beautiful Asian woman rubs your feet and shins.
Right?
Nothing better.
Dude, it was like a hand job on my fucking
Yeah.
lower leg.
And when they set your leg like on their tit, kind of.
She didn't do that.
Oh my god.
Right.
Oh, man.
I know what you're talking about.
This is a thing.
You've been there.
You
No,
gotta-
I've never gotten a pedicure. but I
Dude,
know
it's
what you're talking
phenomenal.
about.
Absolutely phenomenal. JoJo don't like it.
No.
Why?
I'm with Joe, dude. I got like the opposite of a foot fetish. Like feet like weird me out.
Your
You know
own
what I'm
feet
talking-
though?
My own feet will fuck. I wear socks every opportunity. I fucking like, dude, I used to
I feel
fuck
you.
exclusively in socks. Like, it's a weird thing. I don't know. It's weird for me.
Huh.
It's like I don't want people touching my feet. Plus, I'm like hypoglycemic. Like, I can't feel half of them.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just don't. I'm not gonna go get a pedicure or anything like that. For a female, it's different. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If a girl like takes care of her feet and everything, that's like a huge plus. You know what I mean? Because if she
Right.
does that, then everything else is tip top. You know.
Of course.
But like for my own thing, I don't know.
Feet are huge on
not
girls,
into it.
though. I mean, they gotta have cute feet, dude.
Right. I agree. I
Like,
agree.
Bad feet is no.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Out the door.
Out the door.
I'm the dude. I'm the same way.
And a girl could have a lot wrong with her if she has cute feet. She might be in there.
Right.
Is that the metric?
That's might be the metric, actually.
Really?
Yes. Feet are very important.
There's
Very.
got to be a biological thing there. It's got to be like an indicator of like disease. Like if she got like a fucked up toenail or something. You know what I mean? Maybe she got like something going on. Yeah.
I tell you what, teeth is like one of the number one things I go
Teeth
for.
That's
is
big
big.
too.
Yeah.
I don't even mind fucked up teeth, dude. Sometimes
You're
they're
fucking
kinda
nuts,
hot.
bro. You're sick.
Like
You're
a
absolutely
little crooked
sick.
tooth.
Ah,
Yeah.
dude,
For real?
no.
Maybe
It's-
missing like 3 in the front.
The
Nah.
shape is one thing, but it's like the
Fuck that.
color you got to be careful with. Because if you like go
Yeah,
to
you're
other
right.
countries, like they do not have the. Not only do they not have like the dentistry we have here, they don't place the emphasis we do on dentistry. So you're gonna see some yellow teeth, some jacked up overbite,
Color is
underbite,
important.
side bite. Yeah,
Yeah.
I just mean straight, good color, and then the size too of the teeth matters. You ever see
Right.
some girl
Too
who's
big
got,
is too bad.
Yeah, but too small is way worse. If you have little teeth and these huge ass gums, bro, you're like,
Yeah, okay.
Well, that's like
Like,
gingivitis right there, where the gums start growing over. Yeah.
oh, is that what that is?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, I mean, you can have small teeth, or you can have the gums growing over, which is
just
gingivitis.
one girl I'm thinking of in particular.
which
very
is a
small
health
teeth.
thing. That's like
Yeah.
the teeth aren't being taken care of. Like there's too
Right.
much plaque between the gums.
I'm worried about. I haven't been to a dentist in like 3 years, and I did crystal meth for a while. I'm like worried about what negative
Right.
impact that has, like my gums and shit like that.
A lot.
A lot, right?
Yeah.
They
you
will
just
heal,
gotta
though.
floss. You just gotta floss.
Got-
I do.
floss.
I floss.
You know.
Brush twice, floss once,
Yeah.
every
Yeah.
day.
So
But-
my grill's always been fucked up, but J. Cole told me like it's okay to have a crooked smile. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like
Okay.
that. I
I
like
As
had-
long as
plug.
it's white.
I had braces and everything, man. You know what I mean? The whole nine. But I never wore my retainer. You know
Right.
what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
fuck that. I don't have time for that bullshit.
Dude, I was grody with it when I was, because I had Invisalign for like, I don't know, a couple
Did you
weeks
really?
or something. Yeah, well, I was supposed to do it for like 8 weeks when I was a kid. Like when I was like 12 or 13. But my upkeep, we'll say my hygiene, was not there. So I just like put them in and I just wear them and I take them out and I'd eat and then I put them right back in.
Oh my god, they
And
used
I
to
would
smell
do this.
so bad.
Bro, there would be like plaque on the inside of the fucking,
gotta
but
clean
it's
that.
see-through. So
You ever
can see
you know what
it.
a bionator is? You ever seen a bionator?
Nah.
The fuck is that?
Oh my god,
That's
bro.
like the bisexual Terminator.
It's a double retainer. It's one retainer that's the top and bottom,
Ugh.
dude. It takes up your whole mouth.
It's like
bro.
a mouth guard,
Oh
dude.
yeah, I know
Oh,
what you're
no.
talking about.
Yeah, this is what I had. And then I had little things on the side where I had to put headgear into it. And I had to wear headgear at night, right? Oh
my brother
God.
did that.
You was like Jimmy off of
Oh, it
Ed,
was
Eddie.
bad.
You
And
had
one
the shit,
day,
yeah.
I went to school late, and I'm walking in the hallway down to school where I got out of bed, threw my clothes on. I'm walking down the hall, like getting to class, and I like reach up to itch my face. Fucking had my headgear still on, bro.
Oh my God.
Yo, it was the worst thing. It was the worst day.
No, I remember that because like
You didn't realize. Well, hold on a second. Hold on a second.
No,
hold
I
on a
didn't
second.
realize it.
You went all the way to school.
All the way, dude.
What about your? Did you eat breakfast? I assume not.
Probably not.
You're shot for that.
It's so Yo, dude. Luckily, it was late, and I was in the hall, so like no one was around. Like very few people. Like I caught it, but it could have been real bad.
That's terrible.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
yeah.
Have you processed that with somebody yet?
I should probably work on it. Maybe we can talk about it post podcast.
yeah,
Yeah.
sure. We'll just leave the mics on, no video for that.
Yeah, it sounds
Doors
good.
always open. Too, man, you know what I mean?
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
What else we got on the agenda here?
Man, I mean, I really kind of covered the agenda that I wanted to talk about tonight. It's been me, but we were talking about outside, and you had mentioned something to me about your theory of or philosophy of happiness.
Oh yeah,
I was actually pretty curious as to what that was about.
the triangle.
The triangle.
Yeah. Well, I got to put a disclaimer because I'm a depressed person. Like I've been depressed since I was like 9 years old. Like suicidal. You know what I mean? Like there. You know what I'm talking about.
Join the club.
I don't get to explain it, but so you know that feeling. So like when I say happiness, it's kind of like taking advice on like how to get pussy from a motherfucker who get no pussy. Do you know what I mean? But at the same time, like I do like feel happiness. Like and when I do, it's like it's been earned. Do you know what I mean? Like it's so much harder for me, like with whatever chemical imbalances and disorders or whatever that I got and all the anxiety and shit. That when I achieve that and I get a good run going of a couple days, like it's good and it's well earned. And I found a couple things help. I think like the true secret to like being happy is to not be happy. Which means like
I hear you. I think.
Say more.
I think happiness is kind of it's like a tactic kind of. It's a really good marketing strategy. Okay, if I'm constantly like, what are these people selling? They're selling something that will make you happy. Like they don't want to sell you something that's going to make you content because if you're content, you're good for a while.
Right.
Like things have to become obsolete because some new thing has to come out that has to cost more because it's better than the old thing. But you're not going to be happy with the old thing if the new thing come out by comparison. So you got to run out and get the fucking new thing. You know what I'm talking about? So you're constantly, and a lot of our happiness is like superficial. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like happiness itself is superficial. Like I remember when I was a little older growing up and my mom had scraped some more money together and I was able to get like a PlayStation. Like I was happy. for a little bit, and then it wasn't. And then it got a new game. Okay, the happiness is back, but then it tapered off, and it would continue like that. And the PlayStation 2 come out, and now I'm miserable because I don't have it. But then my grandma chip in, and I got the PlayStation 2, dude. I'm the fucking happiest kid on the block.
Sure. But is that happiness?
But then I'm not happy. See, that's the thing. It's happiness, but happiness is fleeting. What you want to shoot for is contentment. I think we've even talked about this. Like
me and you have. Yeah, me and you have.
Being content. Like, I am content when my needs are met. When there's food in the fridge, and I got like a warm roof over my head, or now in the summer, air conditioning. So important. When you walk out to smoke a cig or something, and it is a wave of thickness, like when it's thicker than a milkshake out there, and then you walk back inside to your nice air-conditioned apartment, I'm content.
My father says that mankind's greatest invention was the air conditioner.
Absolutely, dude.
And that's a 100% A+ dad comment too.
Oh,
So
my
I'm glad
dad's
he
got
said-
the best comments like that.
Yeah.
He's phenomenal with it. Absolutely phenomenal with all of his comments like
Facts,
that.
bro.
I learned a lot of stuff from that guy. He's right. And the other thing, anytime I talk to him, like for my job, sometimes I have to go on like camping trips, which I don't like to do. There's one camping trip I'll go to a year, but I like the event that takes place on that camping trip. It's like a big group camp out. But so I was up there in the last week of June, and it was all nice during the day. We went to this quarry. I went swimming out on a lake. And it's time for me to go to bed, bro. And I sit in that tent. There's no air movement. No air movement whatsoever. I'm laying on the ground. It's getting humid and shit. And I'm sitting there and I'm having all these flashbacks to like when I was out in California and I was like sleeping outside in like some park. I'm like, this is homelessness. This is voluntary homelessness with more amenities. You know what I mean? I'm like, why the fuck does anybody want to do this? I had to do this by like, there's no choice involved in other times I've slept outside, and now I'm sleeping outside for enjoyment. I don't know if people who have lived on the street can actually go camping.
We kind of talked about
like
that one
pleasurably.
time.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm with you 100%. I'm not a camper, really.
Nah.
Yeah. But what you were saying, like
Sorry.
with the whole.
Sorry.
I don't mean to say fuck what you're saying, but
But fuck what I'm saying.
Fuck
right?
what you're saying.
No.
No, you're right though. You're
I
right.
just want to like bring it up for lose the thought, but what you were saying about the like the whole PlayStation thing and everything, and how it's like it is like a marketing thing, right?
It's a ploy.
And it's like I want to say the term I heard back then. I think it's called planned obsolescence or something.
Planned obsolescence, yeah.
Obsolescence, right? Where like like exactly what you were saying. You get the PlayStation, but it's only a matter of time before the new PlayStation comes out. Now you're not as fucking cool as these kids that got the PlayStation 4 and then PlayStation 5, and it's the same thing with the iPhone, and you know what I mean. It's the same thing with that.
Designed to not last.
Right. So Air Forces, big thing. They're designed to crease very easily. You know what I mean? Get dirty really easily. You know what I mean? There's a lot of shit like that.
You think they're designed like that purposefully? Or they just do that? Or is it just a shitty product that people like?
I thought it was a consequence of the shoe.
Yeah.
But
like
you have to have like they're no good if you have them. They're old and you keep meticulously scrubbing them with a toothbrush. Like that's great, but you need some crisp, like new Air Forces. You know what I mean? Or you're not rocking no Air Forces.
Right.
You know what I'm talking
Right.
about?
Exactly.
The thing with that is it's like it's what they sell. It's like they sell. Every time they put the kid up on the commercial for whatever it is, the iPhone, the Apple commercial where the kid's riding the bike through the fucking city and she's doing all this shit on the tablet or whatever, or they're selling the advertisement for whatever it is. For like diamonds. Like diamonds are a girl's best friend. Like diamonds were not a part of the wedding ring game at all until 1940. It was a massive marketing campaign, and now if you try to show up with like a ring without a rock on it, you know what I mean? Like things start coming into question. Like they might not want to admit that, but things will come into question because there's a big connotation with it. But it's happiness. I mean, if you continue to pursue happiness, you'll never really be happy. But as long as all your needs are met, you're in a good position.
I don't want to get too serious, too deep here, but
Why not?
Oh no, by all means, don't get.
I would say,
deep.
is that really happiness? Like if you notice, like some of the happiest people I've ever seen in my life are the people that have the least, right?
Yeah.
The people that have the least and need the least. Like if like no thing, I don't think can make you truly happy, right?
Exactly.
That's more like I don't know. It's a drug, if kind of, right?
Exactly.
It's like instant gratification. But I mean, when I'm happy, when I'm truly happy, it has nothing to do with the things I have. It has to do with the things I do, right? Like if I'm doing productive things in my life, like even if it's just
the
like
next part of the triangle.
Yeah.
Fulfillment.
fulfillment.
So the secret with contentment and happiness is to not try to be happy. But if you do your best to get your house in order, there's food in the fridge. You know, maybe you got a girl waiting home for you or something like that. You know what I mean?
Wins here and there.
Yeah, exactly. Then, like, you're good. You know what I mean? You got food, you got shelter, you have your basic needs met. Then fulfillment, like being productive, is the next big thing. Like, there's a lot of people who do very well. Like, I consider very well, on average, to be over $60K a year solo, right, without dual income.
Right.
Who have a job, 9 to 5, salary, benefits, paid vacation time, who are fucking miserable because they hate what they do for a living.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's like, I have a job, which is a 40-hour-a-week job. I get benefits. I don't get salary. I'm hourly, but I do get paid vacation time. I fucking hate that job. But, like, I am also moving up in that job, and I put one foot in front of the other. When I stagnate, I'm miserable. I can't be happy and stagnant, because even if I'm in a good position, I'm dying. I'm suffocating because I'm not trying to swim up to the surface. You know what I mean? Even if I can't catch my breath right now, and that is what is inherently making me miserable. Do you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. I'm not doing anything about it. I'm kind of accepting my situation. Like, it's motherfuckers go to work every day, hate what they do, and they don't do anything to change it. And we're also creatures of habit. You know what I mean? But as long as you're hungry, look, a good friend of mine, my old roommate, goes to school in the morning to be like a beautician or something like that, or the people who do like the makeup, you know what I'm talking about, and do facials and stuff like that. And he's doing school every morning, and he works every single night. He's up early as fuck. He doesn't drive. He takes the bus. He takes the bus to and from, goes from school to work, home to sleep, wake up early, school, work, home to sleep. And he told me he's never been more physically and mentally exhausted in his life, but he's also never been more content. And that's because he's putting one foot in front of the other and doing his very best to, even though he's not thrilled with where he is now, he knows he's putting 100% towards what he wants to do. And not even the promise of attaining that which he seeks, but the fact that it's the journey, the fact that he's putting all of his effort into something. He goes out like a lamp at night. You know what I mean? When I am at my worst, I cannot fucking sleep.
Yeah. So a couple things you said in there is one, he's got an end goal in mind too, and he's also committed to that end goal. The trouble I always have, and also for some reason, whoever your friend is has this sort of mindset that, like, the stuff that they're doing is definitely going to get them to that goal, and they can keep grinding. What always happens with me is, even though I have a certain goal set in mind, and I know I want to get there, and I know if I take these steps, I'll get there, I get fucking bored getting there. You know what I mean? Like, I hate having to take that time to put it in. I'm like, I'm capable of doing it now, but I have to go through these steps to get there. That shit drives me fucking crazy. Makes me want to blow my brains out. Like,
you gotta, man. Like you were saying, man, you gotta be like hungry.
Yeah, hunger. That's the word, is hunger.
And you gotta do the steps.
You gotta love
patience. Absolute patience.
There's a motivational speaker, man, named Eric Thomas. You ever heard of Eric Thomas?
I haven't.
And he has this one speech I love.
You gotta be
hungry.
That guy?
You gotta be hungry.
That's the guy. I love that guy.
Yeah, it's him.
Is that him?
Yeah.
What he talks about, you gotta love the process.
Right.
You know, you can't just be looking at the goal 100% of the time. Like, you got to be in love with the process. You know what I mean? Like, what does he say? When a lion, hunts the gazelle, he loves the chase. He loves chasing it and maintaining that speed and getting there. You know what I mean? That's what he's in love with.
That's the thing,
like,
too. It's like,
fuck that metaphor, bro. That's the dumbest metaphor I've ever heard.
Wait, what, with the gazelle?
Yeah.
What's the problem with the gazelle? You don't like gazelles?
Well, you think the lion likes running? He's trying to get to that fucking gazelle as quick as he can to eat. He's trying to get to the end game. Sorry, I didn't mean to just fucking shit on.
Wait, what was the metaphor? Now you got to run it back.
It
about the
sounds
desire.
good. It sounds great. And Eric
Here's the
Thomas
point.
is a
Anyway,
great speaker. I'm sorry.
Here's the point.
I'm sorry.
The point is that if you're saying that you're bored with what you're doing,
Echo.
it's not even the hunger isn't there. What'd you say?
He's from Atco.
You got to live with him.
It's not even necessarily, if you're bored, then it's not necessarily like the end goal. My problem is, like I said before, like the stagnation kills me. When I'm not challenged, like if I'm taking steps towards something, but it's too easy for me,
Right.
that is not something I need to be doing because I'm not challenging myself. As frustrating as it is, if I'm not challenging myself, I'm not growing. I'm stagnating. If I'm stagnating, I'm fucking miserable. The reason I get miserable at my job is because it's not challenging to me.
Right.
And I've been so not challenged for so long that when something does come up that's challenging, even if I impose that on myself by trying to do more, like then I become frustrated because I'm arrogant, because I have ego.
Right.
But unless we're constantly challenging ourselves and growing, then we stagnate. And that's what makes us miserable. So if you're bored with what you're doing, perhaps it's not the right end goal. And why does there have to be? We're so rigid with the end goal. Like,
I know,
my
bro.
man, like my man's like
I'm like that.
like yeah, he gonna do the school thing. He wants to get a degree in what he's trying to do, and he goes to work to make money to support that and to support himself and his girl. But it's like, who knows what that? So what after that? So he's just gonna do that for the rest of his life, and then be miserable after he attained that, or is there another step? There has to be a constant moving forward. So that's the first 2 points in the triangle, and I think the other one, I don't really have a better word for it, but I think it's honesty.
Honesty's huge.
So what
Integrity,
are the 3 points?
So you got contentment, being content, having your needs met. Fulfillment, which goes hand in hand with hunger, and doing something fulfilling, whether it's something that fulfills you, because you could do something for a living that makes you miserable. You could do something for a living that fulfills you. I think you reach the end goal when you do something, not even that you love for a living, but something that you hate for a living. You know, because if you do something that you like for a living, like what is that? When motherfuckers say they do something that they love for a living, how are they going to love it unless they also hate it at the same time? Do you know what I'm talking about?
No clue.
No,
Absolutely no fucking
like
clue.
there has to be a certain level of passion involved.
Right.
And like passion.
Oh yeah. Okay,
I don't know how to
okay,
define
okay,
passion
okay,
without
okay.
saying that it's both
Right.
love and hate intertwined. Like you have to
strong emotions.
Like I don't love people unless I genuinely kind of hate them too.
Right.
On
Yeah.
some level.
I know what you're saying.
Do you know what I'm
That
talking
makes
about?
That makes a lot of sense. Like my brother, I
couldn't,
love him to death, but he pisses me off sometimes.
How
I'm
many
sure he would
times-
say the same goddamn thing.
How many
about
times
me.
did y'all fight growing up? How many
All
times
the
do y'all
time.
fight now? A year?
Uh,
A month? Not many anymore?
Well, and how many best friends do you have that you can say you haven't, maybe not hated, but been close to at one point?
It's a ton of motherfuckers that before I went away, I thought I was close with. And I used to gauge the closeness by how many times have we argued.
Yeah.
I'd be like, yo, me and this kid have maybe had it out once for each other or never. I'm like, yo, we are close. Didn't hear from motherfuckers when I went away.
oh really?
Yeah, it's people that literally almost went at each other or have gone against each other,
Right.
like physically,
Well,
verbally, whatever.
physically fighting is one of the most bonding experiences you can have, to be honest. Like,
But it's those people that I stayed in touch with.
yeah,
Right.
Do you know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about?
I do.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to throw hands every once in a while
You
with one of your
do.
friends. Yeah.
But so you got contentment, having your needs met. You got fulfillment, and either challenging yourself and doing what it takes to find something that you love doing, which is something that you also hate doing, or it's just being hungry. You know what I'm talking about? And then you got honesty is the last piece.
Honesty.
And it's honesty, and it's in and out. It's like as above, so below. Like, as far as honesty is concerned, I forget, somebody posted something on Facebook, but it was something along the lines of, like, you know, forgive me for all the times that I was the toxic person in a relationship. And it took me a long time, and it took me a time being away from people that I was close with before I left where I'm originally from and came down here. And it took me a lot of introspection and work and self-reflection to understand how toxic I was. And I never realized that because I wasn't being honest with myself.
Right.
And it wasn't out of a desire to not be honest with myself. It's because I had no frame of reference, because I refused to see how badly like I was actually hurting the people around me. You know what I mean? Until I was out of such an environment where I thought I was the victim. I always thought I was the victim. I wasn't being honest with myself. I also wasn't being honest in my relationships with other people.
Yep.
Like, I've gotten into the habit of, I used to either avoid people or I'd lie to people, or my biggest thing was I would do shit to make other people happy. Like, if I didn't want to hang out with people,
Right.
like, I would because they wanted to hang out with me.
Yep.
Or they wanted something from
Yep.
me. And I fucking hated it, and I was miserable. I've gotten into the habit of not doing that. I've gotten into the habit a lot of not swallowing my pride. It's a lot of people, like, I should probably watch what I say to. But what's it going to be? Like, a job? Like, I can get another fucking job. Like, I'm completely capable. It's like, how much more is it going to weigh on my soul and kill me as a human being to not tell you to go fuck yourself in those words? Do you know what I mean? I mean, it's a lot of motherfuckers. Look, I'm just saying that helped me a lot.
Like telling people to fuck off? You think that helped you a lot? Is that what you said?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, even people I'm close to, people I'm not so close to, it's like,
Right.
it becomes this thing where
Well, it's like, yeah, go ahead.
it's just empowering. Do you know what I mean?
It's like the difference between being a nice guy and being kind. You know?
Yeah.
Like, it's easy to be nice, hang out with someone because they want you to hang out with them. You think you're being nice, but you're being dishonest, right? If you're being honest, if like kindness, true kindness isn't necessarily nice.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's like honest. That's true. That's like who you are. That's
You're
like
being civil. You're
right.
being political.
Not even civil. Just like if I'm kind, right? If I'm doing something for somebody out of the goodness of my heart because I want to, because
altruism. You don't expect
Right.
anything in return.
Nice.
That's kind of.
exactly. Yeah.
I mean, you could be nice to motherfuckers all day, but like, for me, it kills me on the inside when
To
I'm
be
just
nice
when
to
I'm
people?
civil with people.
Oh.
No, like being civil. Like, if I, oh well, you know, I respect your opinion, but I respectfully disagree because no, I mean, like, not for nothing, but it's like you are entitled to your opinion, but like, everybody is so entitled to their opinion that it's bound to be that a lot of those opinions are wrong, and sometimes that's based in some kind of factual, empirical, immutable evidence around us. Dude, sometimes it's like, you know what? I don't respect your opinion. And here's why I don't. But it's being able to be honest enough to say that, not just like, well, you know, I think, and like, I'm glad you think that. And
Right.
now I get to my opportunity to say what I want to say. It's like, who gives a fuck?
and that's I respect that more in somebody than if you would just say like, okay, I agree with you, or try to be nice. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I'd rather have your honest opinion. I'd rather have an honest interaction than you just tell me what I want to hear, or vice versa.
Right. It's
And
the
if
fakeness.
I'm it's the fakeness. If I'm just like saying what I think you want to hear, that like I may feel like that's gonna win you over, but really that's just pushing other people away. Like
Right.
integrity, true honesty
Right. Yep.
is gaining you more than giving someone what you think they want.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I look at the people that like I have a lot of like profound respect for, and they're people like that. You know,
Yeah.
they're people that are like always fucking honest about it. And my favorite John McMahon line is "Yo, Licata, that's just dumb." It's like I hear that like anytime we're together, I hear it at least 5 times.
It's so
Like, yo,
dumb.
dude, that is the stupidest shit you've ever said. You know what I mean? And some people just be
And
like,
dead serious.
It's
Yeah,
a new
man.
low.
yeah, it's a new low, Licata. You fucked up again. But I that's something I've been trying to consciously work on more. You know what I mean? Not just saying shit because like I think that's what they want to hear. You know what I mean? For some reason, I'm like wired to want to do that. You know, so I have to make like a conscious effort not to, because I want people to like me for whatever reason, right? I want people to like me. I want people to think I'm fucking great. You know what I mean? I'm very vain in a lot of senses.
Yeah.
And like, you know, I want people to like, oh, he looks good. He's a great person. Talk highly about him. You know, I don't want anybody to not like me. So a lot of the times I won't say shit like that. And that's something I've been trying to work on a little bit, One thing you did say, though, that I've been good with probably for in the past year is like people ask me to do something and I don't want to do it. I'm like, nah, I'm good. You know, because I used to always, people ask me to hang out or like, yo, we're going here, we're going there. I'd be like totally down for it. Like, even if I didn't want to go, I'd be like, yeah, I'll go.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why the fuck did I say that? I don't want to go. And now I can't not go because I already said I was going to go, you know?
Yeah.
And now like people, you know, might ask me to do shit and I just got off of work, instead of being like, yeah, I want to go. I'm like, nah, like I'm staying home.
Yeah, I mean, it's a people pleasing thing, man. I try to do. I try to.
I don't know what the fuck
too,
that
man.
is.
It's like you don't want to. I have this fear like letting people down
Right.
all the time. You know what I mean? And sometimes not even necessarily people that I like. So it's like, why the fuck do I care if I'm pleasing
There's
that
a
person?
utility in it socially because we're social animals. So it's like we're inherently afraid of doing something. It's been kind of drilled into us, and I think there's even a biological component to it where it's like we don't want really to do something that's going to damage our standing in the herd. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That's going to make us look less desirable in some sense, not even sexually, but to be around in general, because then we're, okay, now I'm being detrimental to my own chances of securing food tonight or securing shelter because these people don't fuck with me because I said that or because I didn't want to engage with them socially here or that thing. Mm-hmm. It's dishonesty.
Yeah,
like you're being a phony. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. And at this point in my life, I would rather have people not fuck with me for me being who I am, honestly, right, than be hanging around with people that I'm having to be someone that I'm not, so that they'll fuck with me. You understand?
What's that Kurt Cobain quote?
I don't know.
It's almost fucking just like that. Rather be
I feel
I'm gonna butcher it. I'm not even gonna try.
And sometimes, like I will say, like sometimes I'll take it to the extreme. Like I'll go, like you don't want to be a dick. You know what I'm saying? It's not cool to be a dick, but like you're saying, like someone asks you to do something, you're like, nah, I'm good. Like if it's truth, if it's really how you feel, right? Like, okay, so like for instance, like if someone's got like a boogie on their nose, right? I'm gonna tell you got a fucking booger on your nose.
Right.
Random people too, right?
Maybe.
Here, chew the stick.
We'll see how I feel in the moment.
Okay.
But yeah, that
Yo, me and you were talking about that with bad breath. People with bad breath.
Yeah, just chew this gum.
You want a piece of gum, bro?
Yeah.
I got some
but especially I'll especially do that with like the kids I'm closest to. Like I will do that. You know what I mean? Like I'll tell like
yeah, like you're dumb. Like that was dumb. Like that's being a better friend than letting them continue doing whatever's dumb.
More, I'm just fucking with them. But it's like if somebody does something and it's like it's just ratchet. If somebody's like wilding about something, like if they just ate some kind of like tuna oniony like combo or something, they're about to go in for the job interview. It's like, wait, you know, I come in with like the gum.
Here's a Trident.
You know what I mean?
Here's a piece of Trident. The Kurt Cobain quote was, "I'd rather be hated for who I am than loved for who I am not."
Right. That's it.
Facts.
Yeah. Good job.
Absolutely.
Jordan?
That was my rendition.
And it's honestly because like I found like I'm not like I wasn't like a pathological liar growing up, but I would lie about shit that had no bearing on anything whatsoever. It would just be like, "Oh, what'd you do today?" "Oh, I was in like a spelling bee, you know." Fucking wasn't. I slept in the nurse office. Like, what are you talking about? Like, but it had nothing to do with anything. It'd be something even less consequential than that. You know what I mean? And I don't know why exactly. I guess at some point early in my childhood, I don't know, perhaps I lied and it was rewarded. And then again, the habit of doing that. But I also got in the habit of being dishonest with myself.
You know the most recycled quote I hear in meetings is about lying? They're like, I must have heard this about 120 fucking times in my life. It's like, I don't know why I lie so much. I'll just lie for no reason. I'll tell you I'm at Burger King when really I'm at McDonald's. I hear that about once a fucking week from somebody.
Right.
Get some new material, man.
Yeah.
Fuck.
It's true though. It's like I don't know what exactly that is, but it's like me. Like
I get it.
I was dishonest in everything. Like I said, like with myself especially, and in my relationships, even agreeing to do something I didn't want to do, or not agreeing to do something I really wanted to do, or not admitting I liked something that I did for whatever reason. That's incredibly distracting.
Sorry, bro. Their battery's about to die.
All right, nice save.
Yeah, thanks, dog.
Oh, I don't know.
We should get like
I don't know what we were talking about.
We should get a little intern, but he has to be a midget to do that. I don't know why he has to be, but that's what I pictured in my head.
Yeah, I mean it would be funny.
Yeah.
So just a battery guy.
Like the battery guy. Yeah.
A battery guy.
He's got like battery body paint on him. He's like a
definitely
copper
be a
head.
midget.
What kind of outfit? What kind of outfit?
That was that was originally
Tuxedo?
Jordan's
Maybe
job.
like an elf outfit.
I don't know.
Elf.
He's like spray painted like bronze on the head, but he got like a black bodysuit.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Like skin tight though.
Yeah, skin tight.
yeah.
That was Jordan's job was originally to start and stop the fucking camera.
Yeah, but I got goals, man. I'm taking the steps.
Right? Yeah, you're challenging
he's
yourself.
seeking fulfillment.
He's fulfillment. He's hungry as
This
fuck.
is why I'm gonna go home and sleep well tonight.
The thing I always have trouble with is like I'm taking these college classes now, right?
Yeah.
And I can't decide whether or not it's actually a good idea or I'm solely taking these classes because people told me I should be in these classes. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, is it just because that everyone is like, well, you need to go to college to make any money? And like, why am I taking this as like a backup? Because I won't get a job making as much money as I can now. You know what I mean? Like, I have an associate's degree, so what do I really need a 4-year degree for?
Right.
And I go back and forth with this shit every fucking day. Every time I log into snhu.edu.
Yeah, but see, you have a goal that you're going to school for.
But
Which I
what
think's
really is
huge,
the end goal
though.
besides getting the fucking degree? I don't have one.
Getting the skills, getting the
Yeah, but
abilities. Like
These online
that's
classes are fucking bullshit.
Well, that's true too. That's a big
Fucking
thing with school
bullshit.
in general. Like when I went to college, I had no idea what I wanted to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I got kicked out of college in like a month because all I ended up doing was drugs and alcohol.
So you knew what you wanted to do. It just didn't
Yeah.
have anything to do with college.
No, but but if you have a goal, like you want to be, you know, a movie producer or something, you go to school.
None of this
get
shit you
those
need to go to
skills.
school for.
I agree, because I went to music school. I wanted to
Right.
get my production skills up, and I ended up in this school. I was pumped. I paid. It was like $8,000. I got a book. I got Pro Tools.
What school was it?
I can't remember what it was called. It was just some studio in Philly. The whole
Oh,
thing
really?
was just book exercises, right? Like I learned absolutely nothing.
You can
Right.
do all that shit off of YouTube now.
Yeah.
Right. I did the same thing. See, I went when I was in high school. I did vocational.
That's
school.
cool though. High school's different.
Yeah, no, it was.
That's
cool.
when you're supposed
It was-
to do that shit. Yeah.
Right, but I went to vocational, so I went to the naval base in Lakehurst for half the day. And did I do it for because I wanted to learn about music? Yeah, a little bit, but mostly it was to get out of real school for half the day.
Right.
You know what I mean? So by the time that was my junior year, so it was a 2-year course, and then you get certified. So by the time senior year hit, I was already knee high in my pill addiction and everything. So there was there was a couple things running through my head. I could either stick with this, you know what I mean, and keep learning absolutely nothing, but still get the certification, or I could quit this, take however many more credits I need just to graduate, and go to school for like half the day and get out. So I took that route.
It becomes that, right?
Right,
It
of course.
becomes that though.
Yeah.
Because we don't want to be in school doing schoolwork. We want to be doing what we want to
Right.
be doing.
I mean, I
school
was
thing.
17 years old. bro.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
I mean,
The
I
school
look back
thing's
and I
difficult.
Dude, I'm 34, and like just now I'm starting to realize this shit. Like maybe I'm just a
Right.
late bloomer, but like I feel like I should have felt like I do now when I was 18 going into college.
Right,
If that
of
had been
course.
the case, I'd probably be master's degree and whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like because if you want to learn something, if you have an end goal, if you want to be something, you will do the work to achieve
Yeah,
it.
but when you were 18, you didn't have the frame of reference
Absolutely
that you
not.
do now.
None of
and
it,
that
no.
only having acquired that life experience and that knowledge and that understanding of the knowledge, having put things in practice, what works, what doesn't, only now after having the sum total of all that can you be okay, now I know what my direction is.
Right.
That's why the school thing's difficult, but I think it's even more important if you don't have a direction. Because if you have a direction to be a music producer, honestly, you could do it without school. You could do it by
Right.
downloading
Yeah.
Fruity Loops or something. I'm not saying it's going to be of like some kind of like Kanye West, multi-million-dollar studio produced quality, but it could be good enough to blow you up. You could like download Fruity Loops and play around with it, especially if you got an ear for music and notes and figure it out from there. The school thing, if you don't have a direction, it's not a bad idea. It's actually kind of a good bet. If you don't know what you want to do,
I'm
and
just pissing money away.
even if you are, you're still working. There's something being worked towards,
dude.
even if it's just in the context of that class.
But Brian,
I
nothing's
fucking
a
hate
waste.
it, dude.
You know what I mean?
Huh?
Like, something's got to come out of it. It's
Yeah.
not going to be a total waste.
Even if just the experience
See,
was, hey, that was a waste in school.
Are
isn't
you
for me.
are you gaining skills? Are you learning?
I'm gaining
things?
absolutely fucking nothing.
Well, then
from
it is.
Dude,
Then I would stop. I would honestly. I would stop.
Because here's the thing, right? It's an online school and it's 8-week classes. And I physically don't have enough time in my day to work a full-time job and have any sort of semblance of a life and then read 60 pages of a fucking textbook. And the reason I don't do that is because all I can do is I can go on the discussion boards and I can write the papers without reading any of it and just look through what I need to learn in the book to write the paper and then get a fucking
But
A
see,
on
you
it.
don't need papers though. You really need hands-on for what you're trying to do. Like, no textbooks can. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But the thing is I can't really like drop out of fucking work to go do all this shit I got to do in my free time. So what I kind of want to do is just like drop the fucking school thing and then do all the shit on my own. Like There are motion graphics courses I can learn. There's editing techniques I can learn. There's like, self-learning and stuff like that. And
I mean it's good. It's good to have a mentor. It's good to have someone that is an expert in the field, like literally show you how to do stuff like that. But I mean, for me personally, the textbooks, those papers,
it's horrible.
What are they called in school? They give you like their papers, printouts, whatever they're called.
Dittos.
Runoff?
Packets.
Yeah, ditto.
Packets,
Whatever they are.
Packet? That's what ketchup comes in,
That does
Jordan.
nothing, dude. Like, those are garbage.
I mean, like, I learned from school, my experience was I'm not an academic type.
Yeah.
Like, I like delving into certain things. Like, I went originally for philosophy because I love philosophy. I'm philosophical about things. Like, I try to, like, logically reason my way through certain things. Like, I try to discern... I try to ascertain what the answer is based on the evidence provided. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Philosophy is like the first of the sciences, and it's just the science of logic. It's just like, if this and this, then logically this.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I found out when put into an academic context, it's not for me. Like, I don't perform well. It's something I'm interested in, but I'm bored to death in the class because it's not quite in the way that I wanted it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I kind of feel the same way, man. I think you're hitting it right. It's not in the way I want it delivered. You know what I mean? Like just doing this has been a huge learning experience for me. You know what I mean? I got back into video editing. I learned how to make some graphics, add music. You know what I mean? Cuts, and then I learned all this shit about social media by doing this. About what tags I need to have in for stuff to get pushed out there. Like what platforms I need to be on. It's like marketing 101.
Yeah.
To start from absolutely nothing, and for all intensive purposes, this is a fucking business. You know what I mean? The goal of this eventually is probably to make some sort of money from it, even if it's just enough money to buy some new equipment and to scale up a little bit. The real purpose of it, when I first wanted to podcast, was like to learn more stuff. You know what I mean? And from this podcast and what everyone's been saying so far, and then in past episodes, I've learned some shit that I didn't know before. Or you get like a different perspective. Like, all four of us are friends, but when do we ever sit down and talk straight for more than an hour? Absolutely never. Nobody fucking does it anymore. But it's like that life experiential learning is unparalleled to something that I'm reading a book on effective communications. Like, bitch, I'll tell you what an ineffective communication is. It's like, yo, girl, can I get your number? Bad communication skill.
That's not how you do it.
How about,
That's
are your
not how you
parents
do it.
beavers? Because damn.
Yeah.
I can't believe I haven't heard that one before.
There goes the dad belly laugh. Do it. Please do it.
That was pretty
Come
good.
out. It didn't come out.
Yeah, you're on your way. You'll be a good father.
You good.
Yeah.
I love when he does that.
Hey, are your parents beavers? Because
Damn.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah, but
dude, so it sounds like you have a direction. Like, I'll tell you something that, as far as like retaining information is very important. I retain information very well when I teach myself how to do something.
Right.
Like,
Do you hold on to it though? Like, does it stay
I do.
with you?
Like, I'm very good at remembering things. Like, if I want to, and it's hard to like sit down in like a lecture for an hour and a half, like fighting to stay awake because it's 8:30 in the morning, and the dude's boring as fuck.
Yeah.
And even if you're interested in the subject, it's like, what is being, you know what I mean? What is being presented at that time? It's not critical. Like, I taught myself how to use Photoshop when I was like 15. Like, I have a lot of experience in it just by fucking around. But it would be things that I needed to learn how to do in order to accomplish a certain thing graphically. And because I needed to learn how to do it in that moment, because I sought out the answer and learned how to do it, retain the information.
Dude, I'm the same way with all the stuff I've been doing in like Adobe Premiere, making the logo in Photoshop. Like, I had basics, but there's stuff I needed to learn. And because I had a goal of I want to create a logo for the podcast, I learned how to do a whole bunch of centering, how to like make text in circles, different shapes and shit that I had no idea how to do it before. And now like I can do it right now.
Dude, it's like college is such an easy way to like get. It's like a cookie cutter. Like, well, I do this, and I'm supposed to do this. It's like,
I'm about to say fuck this shit.
If you're bred and raised in a trap, like, it's easy to fall into a trap, which is just, okay, I'm gonna live at between 65 and 70K a year, and again be miserable what you're doing. It's like, dude, if you really want to make money, you could work at like a high end restaurant, and you'll be straight. Like if money is the goal, you'll be fine. Like it's
Right.
more fast-paced work, and there's not as many benefits or any
Mm-hmm.
benefits at all. It's more time on your feet, but you will make the
Some
money.
yeah.
Like it's not about having a direction, but seeking out something that you can do.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Very, very interesting. Good talk.
This is a fucking solid podcast.
It's all right.
It's okay.
Joe is the best part.
It's fucking
Jordan
dumb.
Jordan Slack's comment at the end was the best part.
You think so?
The damn, because I haven't heard that one before.
Good.
It was
Yeah.
really simple. It's like
Remember.
I'm gonna remember it.
I'm just waiting for the right time to use it.
Well, I mean,
Maybe this weekend we'll go out.
That was the right time to use it. Like,
Yeah, I feel like
no
everyone's
real
gonna
world
know.
situation.
I feel like everyone's gonna know now because we have what, 1 million and a half
Million
listeners
followers.
now. Yeah, we got 1 million and a half followers.
Yeah.
There's a 1 in there somewhere.
A
Yeah.
one, like 1 or 2,
But one, yeah,
1 or 2.
couple, 2 or 3.
I think this was a great podcast. You got to be on the lookout for us now. Spotify is coming soon. iTunes is coming soon. We're on
What's
Stitcher.
that? Yeah, what's that? I saw you put
Stitcher is like a
He's a rapper from Florida.
Stitches. Love them.
Oh, Stitches. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hate that motherfucker.
it's like I don't know. It's just an app that hosts podcasts. So it's like
Cool.
same thing as you have like iTunes, like the podcast thing, and you search for podcast. Stitcher is just like another app like that. We're going on that. TuneIn Radio, iTunes, Spotify, and YouTube, of course. The video will still be on YouTube. So subscribe to our YouTube page. Follow us on any one of those apps, and fucking see you next time.
Word up.
Peace.